Welcome to Cornwall. Welcome to Kernow EXP. We're solely based in Cornwall and we explore from land, sea and air. We're about to go on a journey, so let's get ready to explore Cornwall. The things that you might see on our channel are paranormal investigations, urbex, drone flying, boat adventures, mine exploring, and everything in between. Let's go now, folks, and explore. Right, hello folks, welcome back to Kernow EXP. Now, we're doing a bit of a revisit today. Now, we're in the area of Old KEA Church, and there's a bit of mystery about this place, and there's a few things that we want to go and revisit. So, we're here again, folks. Now, here's the remains of the tower, and I do believe this has been abandoned for quite a long time. So, we'll just undo the gate, make our way in, and God bless all here. So I hope you're all good, hope you've been enjoying the videos that we've been producing, yes. Now, we're not going to just do the church, we're going to go off and walk down a very old path in a minute, folks. There's a bit of dirt on the lens, there you go. Right. So I do believe this little church stroke chapel has been here for quite a while, and it is rather a spooky place as well. And I don't know if it's open. Oh, it does look like it is open. Shall we go in? Is it rude to film in a church? I don't know, to be honest. I think we'll be all right. Wow, look at this. Look at this, folks. Isn't this good? I get the impression I'm not meant to be in here, but it does say you're allowed to come in. I hope the camera's not juddering too much there. But this is the this is where the vicar or the someone that was in charge would be, and this is the holy altar right here, folks. It's amazing, isn't it? What a beautiful church. See the lovely stained glass? That's beautiful, isn't it? And we've got the Holy Bible just here, folks. That's magic. And then we're just looking back. Yeah. So that's beautiful stained glass over there as well, which we'll go and have a look. I'm trying to walk slowly because there's a bit of flutter in the video there. Now I don't know if it's me or what, I don't know, but look at this. That's amazing, isn't it? Right, well, we'll leave it there, I think. So when you come to a place, they say to shut the door behind you. So there we go, folks. The door is now shut. Look at this ancient stone here. God, if only that could tell a few tales, eh? I think that might be a Celtic cross, or what's left of a Celtic cross. So we're going to have a look at the tower just briefly, just taking in mind that there's going to be graves underneath here. So it seems to me, right, let's get you up a bit higher. The wall that we're looking at right now is not obviously original. This was a church here at one time, and you know, we're just looking at the wall that's been filled in. We can very clearly see that that's been filled in. I don't even know why this is abandoned. It's just, you know, it's crazy when you think about it, isn't it? Let's see if we can get you a bit higher a minute. Right, So you could probably see more than me right now because you're probably about 2 meters higher than what I am right now. So can you see over the top of the wall or no? Probably not, eh? Right, well, let's go for a little walk here. And so we've got this lovely little seat here, which is rather good. And yeah, it does look like I just walked out. There was a chapel here, a church here. You can see there's like an indentation along here, folks. So it would have probably went to where that tree is right there, I'm guessing. And then, was this destroyed by, is it Henry VIII and the monasteries? Was this a monastery? If you know, folks, put it in the comments, because I don't really know, to be honest. Now, I'm going to be careful where we walk, because I don't really want to walk on a grave, if I can help it. We're walking by one, I believe. So, I don't know if this is actually owned by Lord Falmouth, or is it older than him? I just don't know, folks. So it looks like somebody's had a go at the gate here. Yeah, that's not terribly good, is it? Right, so we're making our way around, and now we can actually see the original part of this original church. Now we'll just get you a bit higher a moment. So yeah, so that's looking in the original doorway. So it does look, I can see just through the doorway here, there's door hinges. Oh crikey, better keep away from those. I've just seen some hornets, folks. Don't want to be entertaining them. Right, so we're going to make our way out now, and then we're going to meet up with you again up the road. See you in a minute, folks. Right, so we're further up the road now, and we're actually heading for a very old path, and we haven't been up here for a while. I think the last time we were up here, we were with Chris, and before that, probably 2021. So it's a long time ago, folks. So bit of a follow-up, see how things have changed, if they have changed or not. So we're not a million miles from Truro, and last time we came down here we flew the drone, and we're going to do that again today. So last time we came here, this metal looks like a chute or feeding. Oh, it's for chickens, isn't it? Or yeah, it's on its side, folks. So if that was rocked that way, that's where you'd feed chickens and bantams and things like that. You'd think they would have sold that, wouldn't you? Because it could be repaired. It looks like it's galvanised as well. That could be repaired. Right. So I can hear tractors close by, so we might encounter one. Well, I hope you're all enjoying the videos. You might have noticed we have slowed a little bit. During the week we can't really do a great deal now, folks. Excuse me. So it's only Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays and Sundays we can actually go out and film. The rest of the week me and Mrs. Kerner must work. But that doesn't mean that our videos are going to stop any day soon. They're not. Now winter is approaching now, as you all are aware, because have you noticed it's cooled down a bit in the evenings now, which is better for me because I sleep better when it's cooler, folks. So we have got a tractor up ahead. I can see him. So we might encounter him in a minute, but we're not trespassing today, folks. So we're all good. Yeah, so we've got good wet weather gear now. We've invested heavily in the equipment now for the channel. We've got new waders coming, and we've got new merchandise coming for the crew, and we've had some key rings made. So anybody we work with in an official capacity or as a fellow YouTuber, they'll get one of those as a gift. I'm not giving them out to the public as such, but anybody that's connected to the channel in one way or another will get one. So that's good, isn't it? And his matey with his tractor, we're gonna have to let him go, I think. Let him go by. I don't know where he's going. Oh, the cows are out here, isn't it? Right, that's cool, isn't it? Right. Let the farmer do his job. Can't believe that gate's open to let the cows out. So I might have bother getting back down here later then. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. I used to work on a farm, folks, back when I was 18 for a few years. It wasn't bad. We used to go down, me and my old mate used to go down in the farm in the morning, and the chap we worked for must have been in his 70s. He said, right boys, let's start the day right. And his wife, she made me and my mate a massive fried breakfast, and I tell you what, folks, it was lovely, beautiful, everything locally sourced. Oh man, that set me up right until about 1 p.m. because that's the thing, you know, if you're an outdoor person, you've got to have a decent breakfast, and if you have a decent breakfast, it will set you up for a while. Yeah. Right. Right, we're nearing the top now. So he's been in there, look, he's been in there. Yeah. Right, so the lane that we want to go down is just here to the left, just up ahead. So when we get right down the bottom, you might recognise where we are, because me and David went past on the boat earlier this year. Excuse me. Which was friggin' awesome, that was. Right, what we got here? Some kind of oh, that's to do with that. That didn't nothing to do with us. Right. Okay. So you might recognise this if you've been watching for a while. This is probably about 2 years ago we were here. So let's walk down the woods. Yo, what the hell? No. We've invested now heavily in paranormal, folks. We now have an EMF booster, which is a device that gives out electric field that helps spirits to communicate. We've got 2 of those. We've got 2 brand new K2s which are from America, and they've got a sound device in them. It's very discreet, it's not loud, it's just to let you know that something's happening. And because of the success of the REM pod, we've got another one, folks. So now, with the amount of equipment that we own, we can do 3 locked off experiments and obviously the main video. So because we've got four action cameras. So going forward now, I think we're going to be well sorted, folks. It's something that we're deeply interested in, something that family members are very interested in as well, such as my mum and my gran. That's on my mum's side. So we will be continuing. Now it is the Halloween season now, so very, very appropriate to do more investigations like that. So if you know of an area that is extremely haunted, or if you own a property that you want investigated, please drop us a line. We're very friendly people, we don't bite. Or if you have any drone suggestions, or if you have any property you would like droned, just drop me a line, you know. Even if you just want to buy us a coffee, that will do. You know, we're not unnice people, any of us. Are very approachable. So if you see any of my crew in the street and you know who they are, just mention Kernow EXP and say that you would like for the group to film such and such a thing. Let me know, folks. And if you have any suggestions for any other places in Cornwall, because we work from Bodmin down, mind you, we do get to Davidstow sometimes. You know, drop us a line. We do not bite. We do not bite. Now you might be wondering, what does Kernow EXP mean? Now Kernow is the Celtic word for Cornwall, and it's been that for generation and forever and ever. EXP means exploration, so we cover wide aspects of things, as you probably are aware. So we do drone flying, we do boat adventures, we do exploring abandoned places, we do paranormal, we do mine exploring, and pretty much everything else in between. We've got all the kit to reflect all of that as well. We're probably the best equipped YouTuber in Cornwall, to be honest, with the amount of stuff that we own. I had it in the ear from the other day from my wife and my mother-in-law, so I had to tidy the office up a bit. I have started, folks, honest. But we're still work in progress with that. So we've got a tractor next to us there. That's the guy we seen a minute ago, I think. I think he's doing some flailing. So yeah, anyway, we'll leave him to it. We'll continue down the path. So there will be a bit of drone footage on the end of this, I hope, if we can get the drone up before it rains. Now, I'm not promising that I can do that because the forecast is not great. So after today, we do have a couple of more motorbike rides to put on YouTube from the backlog, and I think I've got something else as well from the backlog. Oh look, there's a mushroom there. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Let's see if we can get a good view of that. Look at that, folks. Yeah, well, I'll just tell you something, right? If you see a mushroom like that, don't eat it, because you've got to know what you're dealing with, because some of them are very toxic and poisonous. So I wouldn't touch it unless I had a book with me that tells me if it's okay or no, because it's so easy to misjudge them, folks. Now, obviously, prepping is another thing that I'm interested in. Prepping for disasters. Now, I do watch several other YouTubers that do prepping. If you don't know what prepping is, type it in on Google or type it in on YouTube, and it will give you an idea of what it's all about. It's about being prepared, folks. Being prepared for things beyond our control, like bad weather, like power cuts, like gas outages, and you know, God forbid, the country goes to shit and there's no shops open. So I've always got 2 months worth of food with me. Not with me right now, but at home, like, you know. And ways of boiling water. Now, as you probably are aware, we've got several ways of boiling water. Now, you're probably thinking, why do you want to boil water, Mr. Curnow? Well, you know Uncle Ben's rice? You can boil that in hot water, you know, and it will cook it. Yeah. So boil in the bag. I've got a lot of MREs, which are military ration food. I just bought a load from, what is it called? I think it's Polish. 10 Polish 24 MREs, and I've got 5 British Army MREs, because obviously the reason I buy the British ones is because when I'm out with Adam from Two Wheel Exploration, TWEX, we always like to have a boil in the bag meal, folks. And especially if we've gone 30-40 mile road trip, it's always good to have one of those followed by 2 or 3 cups of coffee. So, you know, it's just thinking out of the box and being proactive and making sure that you're all good, folks. You know, now winter months are coming on. It's always good to make sure that you've got things like that sorted. Like now, I've got Furhan oil lamps, and I've got USB ones as well, which charge off a battery, which I can charge off a device which I've got, which is a Bluetti power station, which has got a solar panel on it, so I can actually maintain all my electrical devices even if there's a power outage, which is pretty cool. Not everybody thinks like that, you see, especially nowadays, you know. Like for my cameras and things like that, I've just invested into some power banks from Anker, and I've got 2, and I've got one for my son as well, because he goes out walking with his mates, and sometimes they want to charge their phones up, so he's got one and I've got 2. I got a fairly big one, or biggish one, and I got a medium-sized one, which will charge your phone up completely, I think, twice, which is pretty cool. So, you know, it's always good. So we can see that this path that we're on right now is very, very old. I think it was done by locals that lived up where we come from to do fishing back in the day, because obviously, you know, back 100 years ago, it was very important to get your food and what have you. So, there's a load of trees down there in a line. That's a bit, what's that all about? I don't remember seeing it like that before. Right, so yeah, prepping, you know, it's another thing that I do behind the scenes, you know. And living in Cornwall, it's always best to make sure that you've got certain things in case the weather goes cack, because my wife doesn't like to go out when it's pissing down with rain, folks, and obviously we ride motorbikes, so even if I go out on that, I'm going to get wet. So I've invested in a motorbike kit, which is completely waterproof. I'm wearing part of it now. It's like a Gore-Tex. It's pretty cool. And you know, it's just thinking out of the box. Anyway, right, let's change the subject again now. So we are near Truro, and as I said earlier, me and David have been up through here on the boat, and that was the first time we went from Roundwood Quay all the way to Flushing. Is it Flushing? I can't remember actually. No, it's not Flushing, is it? But it's just outside of Truro there, right down near Tesco's in Truro, if you know where that is. We went all the way to there by the boat, and I was so impressed with that little engine. But unfortunately we don't own the engine now, because I left it at the previous property and forgot all about it. So we've got to buy another engine, folks. So that's one of the big purchases we'll be doing hopefully before Christmas. But the one I've got in mind comes with an external fuel tank and a lot of spare parts, which is pretty cool. We might end up doing a boat voyage in the winter months, but I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the video. Sorry for waffling on, but you know, it's always best to be prepared. Now, I probably get my preparedness from being a scout and in the Air Cadets back in the day. You know, it's always best to have the things that you need. Right, so, oops. I think we're out again tomorrow night with David. Wednesday, I'm not sure when this video will be going up, but This might be going up before we go out or after we go out, so you'll have to check the channel to find out when. But yeah, we've got somewhere really good in mind to go on Wednesday, and obviously I can't tell you where and what that is right now, because at the time of recording this is before we actually did it, so I can't tell you folks. But you can definitely see, you can imagine, right, back in the day here, they would have had like little donkeys with little carts coming up and down through here, carrying fish and what have you. You know, they probably would put the boats, like moor them on the side here or something like that. You know, but it definitely would have been an awkward job to get the boats up here, wouldn't it? So yeah, so it is winter coming on. Sorry, it's autumn coming on. There's a path down there. I never noticed that before. Flipping heck. Right, we're going to have a look at that in a minute. I didn't notice that last time. We'll come back and have a little look at that in a moment. See where it goes. Yeah, so it's now officially autumn, coming on to winter, and I am weather dependent. What I mean is, if it's raining, we just can't go out, folks. Simple as that. Unless we go out in the car with David or other members of the crew. So, right, this looks a bit slippery here. Let's just take a time to get down here. Yeah, there we go. We're down. So yeah, we went by here earlier this year with the boat. That was pretty cool. I know I've said that about 3 times now, but never mind, eh? Hope the audio is being captured really good. So there we are. What do you reckon, folks? Do you remember watching the video where we went by here? It's a few months ago now, isn't it? Do you remember that? We went up round there, didn't we? Yeah. Isn't it lovely and peaceful, apart from me waffling? I think, if I remember rightly, you see that old boat there, which looks kind of derelict. Well, next to it there's that buoy in there. I think me and David had hanged on to that while I topped up the engine. David, if you're watching, do you remember that? Right, so we're going to make our way back now. Now this Action 5 Pro, the battery, folks, the batteries on these are just absolutely amazing. You know, I'm absolutely gobsmacked by what this camera does. It's very much like the Pocket 3 that we've got, which we haven't used that for a day or two. But the reason I like using this one, folks, is because it's completely waterproof, and obviously it's now coming on to winter and I don't want to bugger the cameras up, so it being waterproof, it's going to be, and it's got the low light capability and the batteries are awesome, so we're just going to use it. We really are. So there's a path here, look. Never noticed this last time. Flipping heck. Right, are we going to be out all afternoon now? It's a path, isn't it? Look at it. Are we going to find some old remains of fishermen's cottages or anything? You never know. Right, I've got a drink with me and I've got some snacks. So we're all good. I am getting a bit warm. Whew. I can't believe I didn't notice this last time. Clearly a defined path. How far does it go? We'll try and find out today. It might just go to a dead end. But it's not at the minute, is it? Right. I know there's a property down here, so we don't want to go that far, but oops, cobwebs. There you go again, folks. It's all to do with he who seeks finds. And that's our motto here at Kerno EXP. We do like to seek out places that we've not filmed before. And oh, look at this. Right, so someone's been down here felling trees, haven't they? So it looks like the path goes on. So we will go on. We will move on. Yeah, slimy that is. Yeah. There's no signs of human habitation or modern people around here, apart from down at the coastline there. So I can't see any rubbish here. So I don't think many people get here. And if they do, they're going to be locals. This is bloody brilliant. I reckon this was one of the original paths that they done for the fishermen back in the day. When you're doing stuff like this, you've got to read the land, read the ground. I'm glad I got my wellies on. This could be a good place to do a camp out, because who's going to bother you down around here? No one. Right, so we've got quite a drop down there, but we're continuing along here, folks. So this might be a long-winded video because I noticed it was over 20 minutes already. What we got now then? 25 minutes. Flipping heck. So if we can get a 5-minute drone flight at the end of that as well, I'll be happy with that. Yeah. Right. So it looks like the path is defined well here. Well defined path here. I don't think this is on any official public footpath, so technically we're on private land right now, but if we get told off, folks, then we'll just leave. That's the law. That's what the law states. So I think we're heading towards that farm, you know, that I know about. It does look that way. Getting a bit friggin' warm now. Look at this. Wait a minute. There might have been a fisherman's shack down in there, look. Hey? What the odds that? Oh, look at this. This has been dug out here. Didn't expect this today, folks. All right. Getting rather hot. And so I'm glad that I got a drink, which I do. We have got modern detritus there, so looks like modern people have been here. So how far is this going to go? I've got no idea. But it can't go that far because, like I said, there is a farm very close by, and I don't really want to get told off by the farmer because I would like to come back here. Now, if you spot anything, folks, that I've missed, please let us know. Heard a noise up there then. Yeah, this is looks like someone's cleared this. Very old path. Pretty sure it's got something to do with fishing. Look at this, it's been dug out, folks. So we're going to be looking like a potentially 40-minute video today. Right, we've got to get under here. This might be a bit tricky. Okay, we're through. I'm not really sure how far to go with this. I might have to leave it and come back with some crew members, but we'll keep going for a little bit yet. Oh, I just spotted something there. What is that? Oh shit, that's really old. Look at that, folks. That is really, really old. I think, oh my God, look at that. How old would you say that is? That looks extremely old. Could be from the 1940s, from what I can see. If I do have any experts out there, let me know. Right, we've got something here. All right. Okay, this might be the end of it today. So we've got a gate. Another bottle there, that looks really old. Look at that. That looks really, really old. Wowzers. Right, so the gate is open, there's no signs. So, oh look, what have we got here? This looks interesting, doesn't it? Flipping heck. Do you know what? Crew members. Okay, so we're on our final stretch here today now. So thanks for watching. We'll just come up here and we'll finish up here, folks. Some interesting discoveries today. Oh, feeling pooped now. I think I've burnt myself out a bit. This time of year, folks, you can't win. Sometimes it's too cold, and then sometimes you're wearing too many layers and you're sweating. And I think that's my trouble today. I've prepared for winter, but my body's saying it's still summer. So all the leaves down now. Autumn is well and truly upon us. Just like to thank you for watching. There is going to be a drone flight. I don't know how long that will be. Could be 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not sure, but hopefully there will be one. I think I've still got that weather window, so we better go and do it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Here comes the drone flight. See you later, folks. Cheers and
The sun